so we're getting ready to get started. This is my Twitter party flow. This shirt is for your benefit of this video. Most times I can do a Twitter party in pajamas and in my bed, but I'm trying to look professional, okay? But basically, I have my music playing just to get myself in a good flow and in a good mindset. I'm all set up. I've tweeted out my first little pre-party tweet, and we're about to get this party started. So I'm going to change the angle of the camera so that you guys can see the screen, and we're just going to go ahead and flow. I'll probably talk to you throughout, let you know what I'm doing, how the party's feeling, all that great stuff, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Later. Okay guys, so we're getting started. I just sent out the 5-minute until the party tweet, and we're gonna go ahead and do this thing. Are you guys ready? So we start in like a few minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab my first tweet and put that over there in my Twitter so it's ready. And if you see here, I put this marker just so I would remember to add the image to this tweet. Now, like I said, Twitter is no longer counting the images against us, so that's a bonus. But I'm going to go ahead and add the image in, and at exactly 11 a.m. Eastern time, I will hit tweet and get this party started. Not sure if you can tell, probably not because I have it already set here, but I have my iPad on the side with a timer, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm timing for every, I'm going to say 3 minutes, and that's going to be my timer for sending out my tweets. I want to leave enough space between them for people to answer, but I also have to remember that I have 60 minutes to get the entire party done, and the brand is requiring 40 tweets, so I have to make sure I get through my entire script in those 60 minutes. So we're going to go for that, and then I will adjust as I see fit as the party flows. We're almost ready to start. It's 11 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get started. My phone says 11, so we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm favoriting my co-host tweets. I'm retweeting the tweets from the brand, and I'm also making sure that I'm checking to see if there's any engagement with attendees and who's here, and to say welcome and all that wonderful stuff. And my countdown is almost down to go ahead and post the second tweet. I'm going to jump that one a little bit because it's not a question. It's just telling them to follow all of the parties. You always want to have a tweet towards the beginning of the party that tells everybody who to follow, just in case they didn't get it or they didn't see it. So that's the first timer. I'm going to start another one for another 3 minutes. And I'm just scanning all the tweets, seeing what's being said, making sure I chat with people. I think engagement is one of the biggest things with Twitter parties. Because we want them to know we're not just here to get their tweets. We want to actually talk with them and chat with them. So I always try to comment back and stuff. It's a little bit harder when you're actually hosting it, which is why having a co-host can be key to making sure you keep those engagements up. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my third tweet because I went ahead and did the second one. I'm actually going to put these first couple of ones out a little bit before the timer because these are kind of instructions. So again, my first couple of tweets were, hey, welcome to the party. Here's who you need to follow, our host, sponsor, co-host. And here's how you need to answer the questions that are coming up. And we can't wait to start with you. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my next tweet. This tweet is going to announce what the prizes are going to be. I'm going to give that a split second before I go ahead and put that one out there. Just going to go back over to my notifications and check out replying to a couple of people. Now, I don't have to reply to every single one, but I do like to let them know that I see them, so I kind of heart them out. I'm going to go ahead and put that next tweet out. So we're on tweet number 5, and we're about 7 minutes in, which is good. Because these, like I said, have all just been intro tweets. Once we get past the intros of the party, like who to follow, how to post, all that awesomeness, that's when we're going to start more spacing the post out, because that's when we want to go ahead and make sure that they know they have time to answer the questions, and that my co-host has time to actually notify them if they win. Now we're starting our question part. And this is where we want to see the engagement start happening. So we ask them something that's something they can all relate to, still on the topic of the Twitter party, and it's meant to help boost the engagement, get them chatting with other people that are at the party. So now I just saw the first answer to one of the questions. So it seems like the replies started a little bit slow. So I'm going to reset my timer and give them a little bit longer. Since we're still good on time, it's actually 11:11. So we're 11 minutes in, and I'm on question number 7. Or tweet number 7. I just did the first question. So I want to give them like another 3 minutes to get a few more answers in. And then we'll go ahead with the next tweet. Just a retweet. Now, what I like to do is I like to throw in a few retweets saying like, hey, retweet this. That way you can get your attendees to actually share to their audience and bring in a few more people along the way. Because you don't always have to join a party right when it starts. So if we're lucky, when they hit retweet this and share about the party, some of their followers will also come in and join us. Because like I said, I'm giving it at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes in before we do the prize questions. So they actually have a little bit of time for more people to come. So that's the awesome part of a Twitter party. You have the attendees actually give you a bit of promotion throughout the party. Okay, so we're getting ready to start our first prize question. And we set out a couple of tweets letting them know, 1, the prize question is coming up, and 2, winners are selected randomly. The next tweet I'm putting out is just to let everybody know where to find the answer for our question, because this brand requested that we direct people to their page, blog page, Facebook page, whatever, for the answers. So this way they know ahead of time where to look for the answer and there's no issues. So I just posted those 3 tweets. It's giving them notification and time to get everything checked out. The next tweet I'm going to put out should be, according to the script, will be the actual question for the prize. We didn't make the questions too difficult because we want to make sure that people have time to go find the answer and come back and tweet it. So we made sure it was pretty much at the top of the site we're sending them to look for. But you don't always have to have your prize questions set up like that. They can be simple, like, what do you think? And then you just pick like that. Or, what did I tweet in the first 3 tweets? You know what I'm saying? You can pretty much set your question up how you want if you have free reign. If, though, your brand requires you to send them to the brand for the answers, then this is kind of a good way to do it. You just want to make sure you give them notification. You give them time to go check out where to get it. Like, this first question is actually referring back to a post that I wrote for this campaign with this brand. So I gave them the link to the post so they have time to go check it out really fast, scan over it, or have it open in a separate tab. And then once I post the question, they'll have time to get their answer. So I'm going to go ahead and post that question now since we gave them their 3 minutes. So there we go. That first question is out. And then I'm just doing a little bit more engagement while I give them time to find the answer. And I'm going to send this tweet so that they know what this prize is for, what this prize question, what the prize is that they're getting with this question. Does that make sense? Because in this campaign or this Twitter party, we have 3 prizes we're giving out within the hour. and we're going from lowest to highest. So lowest value to highest value. So the first prize has the lowest value, and I just want to let them know what it's going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and send that one out as they're still looking for their answer. Right now we're at tweet number 15, and we're at 11:22 a.m. and I still have about over half of my tweets to still get put out there, so I kind of want to pick up the pace a little bit. Like, you have to adjust as you're watching the flow of the party. So this next tweet is just telling them who to message and who they should be following in order to win the prize once they post their answer and once it's selected. So what I'm going to do is, once she tweets out the winner, I will retweet her tweet announcing the winner, and then I'll move on to the next scripted tweet. Okay, I'm going to go ahead with the next tweet. Okay, guys, so we're in the last final 5-minute countdown of this Twitter party. I just tweeted out that we're getting ready to do, there's my timer, our last question. And I'm tweeting a few instructions regarding the last question, and then we're going to call this a wrap. So far, the flow of the party has been pretty good. I just had one little hiccup where I had forgotten to include a link in one of my scripted tweets, and I'm assuming that both myself and the brand and stuff missed it, but it happens. And thankfully, I always keep all the documents regarding the campaign and everything if I'm doing a Twitter party handy. So I had it right here. I just shot over and grabbed it, and it was no big deal. So we're gonna go on and tweet out this final question so we have time to get the answer and pick a winner without going over our time frame. Here we go. That's the final question. I'm going to tweet how much it's worth. And I'm going to tweet the if you're a winner DM instruction. Now, for this one, I had the exact same tweet every time about DMing, but Twitter won't let you retweet the exact same tweet. So I basically just change a word or two when I announce that part. And now I'm going to wait. I have 3 tweets left in 2 minutes, which is pushing it kind of tight, but we're going to give our co-host a minute to pick a winner for the question. This final question was also one that led them over to the campaign's blog, so we have to give them a minute to go find the answer. So we might be maybe a minute or 2 over our hour time, but other than that, I think we're okay. She's tweeting out the winner now. So then I'm going to retweet her winner announcement, and then we'll go ahead and wrap the party up with those final 3 tweets. And that will be the end of a successful Twitter party. Now, I'll come back and turn the camera so you guys can hear how we judge, I guess, a successful Twitter party and what you need to do after a Twitter party. But right now, we're going to go ahead, announce this winner, and get out those final 3 tweets. You always want to thank your host and the sponsors. So that's the tweet I'm sending out right now. And then you want to thank everyone for attending and remind them to follow your brand, sponsor, all that great stuff. And that's it, guys. That's the end of my Twitter party. Talk to you in a bit. Hey guys, that's it. We just finished hosting a successful Twitter party, and I'm so happy that I got to bring you guys along for a behind the scenes look. I hope you guys found a bunch of tips, tricks, guides, and great ways to help you become a successful Twitter party host. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to check out the link to the full blog post, which will give you more details and a look at a script and how to get that all set up for yourself. And please, please, please thumbs up this video and share it across your social media so that we can get the word out there that hosting a Twitter party is not that hard. It's actually pretty easy and tons of fun. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Talk to you then. Smooches.